Windmill, and the man with his back to us is revving up for his own windmill. Terry Gilliam.
Hello.
Good to meet you. What windmills are you tilting at in
Oh.
Brazil?
What windmills? I think
How do I count the
all of
ways?
Western society, yes. We're taking on Western society.
Big scope.
Yeah, from plastic surgery to terrorist bombings to late night shopping. We've got it all.
And we see 849
What does
instead
this
of
mean?
848 or 850 in the opening
You
title.
realize if you look at the moment when Sam is in the computer room saving Jill, there's a clock in the background, and we discovered it's almost the same time as the beginning of the film. What does this mean? Ooh.
I know. Accidents happened like that for John Ford,
Yeah.
too.
The whole film is a series of accidents. That's what's wonderful.
I'm tempted to call you Dr. Gilliam because Henry Fielding once called satirists physicians, not enemies of society. Do you think that's fair?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, I think unfortunately they've been run out of town for the last several years. They're not encouraged, or if they are encouraged, they're encouraged to work in little compartments that are safe and neat and nice.
Cubicles.
Yeah, that's the way. And it's when you actually start getting satirical and getting dangerous, it's amazing how many people dislike you. I mean, the people that should be wallowing in the joy of satirizing the system or the world around us, hopefully to correct it, are frightened by you.
What
And
cubicles have you been confined to that caused you like nitroglycerin to go off? That doesn't go off until it's confined.
This is true.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, the film was really about a lot of frustrations building up over the years, living in a system that's more and more complex. It's more and more out of our control. The loss of humanity, the way bureaucracy takes over, and the way people think within a bureaucracy, whether it be a multinational or whether it be down to the local supermarket, because it's a mentality that frightens me.
But it seems secure, and it's so seductive that way, isn't it?
Mm.
We want our security.
Yes, people seem to be willing to give up an awful lot for security.
Okay, another windmill. The Hollywood studio system.
Whoa.
I suppose we have to touch upon that at
I
least.
suppose.
Did you think initially, how many months ago has it been since the Daily Variety ad appeared?
It was October 2nd.
Did you know then that it would succeed as well as it did?
No, it was. We didn't really have a plan. We just knew that this film was being maltreated, and it was trying to be changed into something extremely ordinary or safe, like all the other films that had turned out. And I didn't know what to do. And rather than going into a legal approach, I decided to go very public and took this ad out saying, "Dear Sid Sheinberg, when are you going to release my film, Brazil?" Signed Terry Gilliam. And that, in Variety, was a really terrifying thing to do because the pages are filled of dollar signs and knots and not personal statements like that. And it started the ball rolling. It got other people interested. And a series of events eventually led to a point where we thought the film was finally going to be buried and dead. And then, like some fairy godmother, the LA critics came along and voted it Best Picture. And
But before that, what kept you going? What buoyed you up against so many obstacles?
I don't know.
Is it because,
I'm
like...
pig-headed? I mean, because I'm so angry at the thing. I grew up in Hollywood, and I've seen a whole history of films being destroyed over the years, and terrific filmmakers being treated shabbily, and I didn't want to be one of those. I think it was what it was. It was revenge for Orson Welles. And people
Because
like
you've
that.
done what he never did. He
I
never
know.
got Ambersons completed.
I know, and that's what has always stuck in my mind, seeing those sort of films, which are brilliant, somehow taken away. And it's happened to too many people, and I wasn't going to let it happen.
Now, some of the things that you saw that are glorious mementos of Hollywood are Alice Faye, Don Amici, Down Argentina Way, Gangs All Here.
Yeah.
What does that have to do with Brazil?
The music, I think. It's something about the 40s, that song, Latin American songs, it was all about escape. All the answers seemed to be down south of the border somewhere. And if it was Latin, and if it was samba, it was romance, wonderful. And that has always stuck with me somehow. And it's the siren song in the film. It's what the world that Brazil is about isn't. And that song sort of takes our character off on the flights of fantasy.
And you said it, siren song, seduction again. Lots of seductions in this
It's a
picture.
romantic film. It's about romance on many different levels. And it's the seduction of dreams, you know, your own dreams, the dreams other people have of and for you.
How did you shoot those flying sequences?
Oh,
Those are
can't say-
gorgeous.
Yeah, I think they're actually some of the nicest flying, if not the best I've ever seen. It really, I wanted to try to make something so sensual and beautiful and dramatic, unlike sort of Superman going bah, like that. This is This is so wonderful and soaring, the way flying should feel.
And like in Time Bandits, when the horsemen come charging through the wall of the boy's bedroom, you've given us an image we will not soon forget.
Great.
Is that
Thank
because
you.
you're an artist? Do you see things in your head first?
Yeah, I mean, it's all there. I actually find I also see things with different eyes. I think I've got cartoonist's eyes, and the world I see is a distorted world. And that's why I don't think I can even begin to make a realistic film.
Lots of foreshortenings.
Yeah, and I think like Brazil is really like a big cartoon. Everything is distorted, and the scale is extended. It's extreme, and I think it looks realistic.
And finally, Terry, would you look right into that lens? People are going to come out of this thing saying, Brazil? It's not about Brazil. What do you say to them?
Tough. We got your money. We don't care. Too late, sucker.
See, he's learning the Hollywood way. Terry Gilliam, head from Los Angeles for KCTV5 with The Good Doctor. I'm John Tibbetts.